throwing shit at the pilot. Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they violent. Niggas is broke.
The guard position is undoubtedly the most dominant position in today's game. With the game being so fast-paced and based around the perimeter, the guard position has exploded to being the most coveted position. While before we were looking for the next Shaquille O'Neal, now we're looking for the next Steph Curry, or the next Russell Westbrook. It's pretty easy to get good guards in this league. Most decent teams have too. But who are the top 5 backcourts in the league? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video, so let's get right into it. Number 5. Isiah Thomas and Avery Bradley. No, this is not a homer pick. It is a fact that Isiah Thomas and Avery Bradley form one of the best backcourts in the league. On one hand, you got an offensive powerhouse and one of the best scorers in the league in Isiah Thomas. We all know what the man can do. Basically averaging 30 points at the height of 5'9", and has established himself to be one of the best guards in the league. And then you have Avery Bradley, a first-team all-defender and arguably the best perimeter defender in the league, not named Kawhi Leonard. Basically, the best defensive guard in the league. I have seen this man lock down so many elite guards, it's not even funny. Hell, sometimes I even see him guarding just elite players in general. I've seen him guard LeBron James at times. And also, his scoring ability is just highly underrated, as he scored basically 15 points per game the past 4 years and is averaging around 18 points per game this year, alongside 7 rebounds and 2 assists. This backcourt is definitely not the best in the league, but let me tell you, they can hold their ground against the best of the best when they're on. Number 4. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. These two get buckets, period. Damian Lillard has established himself as one of the best point guards in the league, like Isiah Thomas, and to me, he's in the same stratosphere as, the John Walls, the Kyle Lowrys, the Isiah Thomases of the world. He's easily the best player Portland has had since Brandon Roy in his prime. And then you add CJ McCollum, who to me is just one step below Damian Lillard in terms of scoring. Now, a lot of people would put these two at top 3, and I get it, they're that good, but looking at the other top backcourts, I can't. I'm sorry. I do think this backcourt's weakness is defense, but they do make up for it simply by just carrying the entire offense. Now, obviously, if these two weren't chasing for one of the last playoff spots, and if their defense was better, I'd put them higher, but these two are just simply a pair of ballers, and they're nothing to play with. Number 3. John Wall and Bradley Beal. Yes, John Wall and Bradley Beal to me are the 3rd best backcourt in the NBA. Take Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, tone down the scoring just a little bit, add a lot of more passing ability, add more athleticism, add more defense, and add winning, and you get John Wall and Bradley Beal. The way these two are playing right now is what Wizards fans expected when they drafted Beal. A bona fide star in John Wall having a sharpshooter in Bradley Beal. That's what they expected. And let's be honest, outside of these two, the Wizards don't have anything special. Yeah, they have solid players, but really nothing special. John Wall and Bradley Beal elevate that team to being one of the best teams in the East. To me, the 4th best team. And sometimes they look like the 3rd best team. They combine for 45 points and 15 assists per game. That's essentially around 75 points per game they're responsible for, if I'm doing my math correctly. Now, that is elite. And honestly, in the next couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised if they climbed up this list even more. Number 2. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. To me, Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are what John Wall and Bradley Beal should be in 2 to 3 years. Two guards with extreme talent, with playoff experience. That's what Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are. These two have transformed Toronto from being the laughingstock of the league in the Andrea Bargnani days to being one of the only teams, if not really the only team right now, that has a legit chance of giving the Cavs a run for their money in the East. Now, the Raptors have been struggling recently because of injuries to both of these guys, but that just adds to the point of why these two are so valuable to that team. If we just look at Kyle Lowry, man, this dude has improved so much ever since he came to Toronto. This man went from averaging, 15 points, 6 assists on those Houston Rocket teams and those Memphis Grizzlies of before, to now being one of the best guards in the East, just in the league in general. He's averaging 23.7 assists, 1.5 steals, 5 rebounds, 82% from the free throw line, you know what I'm saying? 46% from the field. These are elite numbers. And then you look at DeMar DeRozan, I mean, we talking about improvement from day one to now. He's improved by a lot, becoming primarily basically just a dunker, you know, sometimes a guy who could shoot in his early days, to now being arguably the third best shooting guard, sometimes even second best shooting guard in the league, putting up numbers that are comparable to Michael Jordan, scoring wise, just strictly scoring wise, just don't get it mixed up. 27.9 points per game, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 85% from the free throw line, 47% from the field. These are definitely elite numbers, and only one backcourt in the league can match up to these numbers, and that's why we are going to number 1 right now. And at number 1, we have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Please, this is not even debatable. Klay and Steph are the best backcourt in the league and really do have the potential to be the best of all time. I mean, I'm thinking about the all-time greats, and I'm thinking West and Goodrich, Stockton and Hornacek, Isiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, Magic Johnson and Scott. Yes, those guys right now are historically a better backcourt, but Steph and Klay are two players that play off each other, that can score in a lot of ways. I mean, a lot of ways. They can go off for 50 on any given night. Let's just say it that way. Like, I just don't think any other backcourt in history can do that. And yes, on defense, they're not shut down defenders, but Steph doesn't get enough credit for the defense that he does play. And Klay is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. You can even make an argument that their play and dominance have changed the way basketball is being played, and is one of the main reasons one of the greatest players of all time, Kevin Durant, left his championship level team. I mean, I think y'all already know the stats, but just in case you forgot, Stephen Curry, just this year, this isn't even his best year, is averaging 25 points, 6 assists, 1.7 steals, 90% from the free throw line, 41% from 3, 40% from the field in below 34 minutes. And you know what he's capable of doing, as he's been the last 2 MVPs of the league. And you look at Klay Thompson with a team full of 4 All-Stars. He's averaging 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 85% from the free throw line. Same thing as Stephen Curry, 42% from the 3-point line, and 47% field goal percentage on 34 minutes. Like, this backcourt, no matter how you look at it, is just a revolutionary combo. To have this much shooting power in the guard position for one team is just unheard of and unseen. And that's why they are the best backcourt in the NBA today. So that's gonna conclude this video. I hope you all agree with the list, but if you don't, it's all good. I do have a question for you guys. I want you guys to comment down below or answer a poll on Twitter that I am gonna post in the description. But I'm trying to start a sort of a reaction video type. Now, it's not gonna be like Oprah Iverson where I react to every, elite game of the past day, of every day. What I'm gonna try to do is download clips from the day before, react to them, and then upload them the day after. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because as much as I love doing these top 5 videos, as much as I love doing these analytical videos, these videos do have a limit on them, and I will run out of things to talk about, that to the point where sometimes I'm gonna look like I'm copying people, even though I really am not trying to. So with these new highlight reaction videos, I feel like I can give you fresh content every week. And also, if you guys want, I've been thinking about this too. This is not my priority right now compared to these highlight reactions, but I'm thinking of bringing back 2K on this channel, maybe a 2K challenge here and there. But with that being said, man, I am out. Again, I want to hear your comments on what I just said in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.